What's up, everyone? I'm gonna do the normal YouTube intro. What the heck is going on, YouTube? Imagine if we started every single video like that.
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the podcast. My name is Brayden, like always, and my co-host is
I'm Louisa May Alcott.
What the fuck? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm used to your.
Wasn't she the girl that wrote Little Women?
I think so.
That calls
But-
for a Google.
That calls for a Google. We are Googling 50 seconds into this episode. But this episode, we won't be having to do a lot of Googling.
No.
Because...
Little Women. Yeah.
Okay, so she did.
So yeah, I'm her.
Well, I like how you're saying I'm her. Yes.
I'm that bitch.
Hey, easy. She does look like a bitch, though. She does.
She looks like you would date her.
Dude, don't go at my exes like that. I'm not gonna lie, she kind of fine. Oh my god, she does look like one of my exes. Oh, that's embarrassing. She's not fine.
No.
She's not fine.
Anyway, hi, I'm actually Cooper. Plot twist, I'm not a woman.
You're not a little woman.
I'm not a little woman.
You're not a woman, and you're not little.
But I am her sequel. A Little Men.
A little man. Yeah, you're not much of a man, but you're a little
I'm
bit.
a little man.
You're a little man.
In the famed words of Blue October in Hate Me.
What is this reference? No one talks about Blue October.
Like a baby boy, I never was a man.
Was that an actual line?
Yeah, in Hate Me, he's like a baby boy, I never was a man.
Well,
Till I saw your blue eyes cry, and I held your face in my hand.
Okay, easy.
It's a good song.
We could get copyrighted. That was so accurate to what he sounds like.
Honestly.
No, it was. But that's a great segue into today's episode.
I know I planned it that way. I planned everything. Every little second of this episode, I have it planned in my mind.
So you know what I'm going to say next?
I know exactly what you're going to say next.
Okay, say it with me.
3, 2, 1.
On today's episode, we will be talking about music and you're just...
artists, albums.
Yes, we're going to be talking about...
You want a nut?
I don't want a nut. Thank you for offering me your nuts. But I'm going to pass.
Gotcha.
Today we're going to be talking about different musical artists.
Uh-huh.
We will be naming them. We will be going back and forth until Cooper runs out of his 4. And then I will be...
I have 5.
Oh, my bad. Out of his 5. And then I will be...
Hey, you were more prepared than I was.
A little bit, yes. And we'll be talking about what we believe is their best and worst projects that they have released throughout their careers. If you disagree with us, comment down below and be as mean as you want. I don't care.
I do.
Well, because neither of us will read your comments. No, we probably will. But yeah, we'll just jump into this.
More songs?
I'm gonna hope that you know what...
I literally know one song by this man.
It's never good whenever you say he had more songs. He wasn't just like a one-song pony and then dipped.
I mean, some people are.
Yeah, Kobe.
Look at Lord.
Lord has more music.
Nobody listens to anything but the...
I feel like a lot of people out there are like, oh, I love Lord. You're the problem. You're the reason the music industry is dying. You're the reason the Grammys suck.
That's people who listen to 6ix9ine.
I
I actually listened to 6ix9ine today because me and Justin were sharing AirPods. And
Justin just listens to 6ix9ine?
No, he was... I made a joke about it and he said, hey, you should queue up a couple of his songs. So I did Gummo, Gooba, Snitch Man.
What other G sounding words are
Gummo,
there?
Gooba, Fifi,
And Gumbo.
Hoo-hoo, Haha.
Oh yeah, and then Gumbo.
TT.
Oh yeah. That's an actual song. It's sad how many of those are actual songs by 6ix9ine.
It's because he's a fucking baby. And
Yeah,
all he can do
those
is
are
goo goo gaga.
those are the only words he knows.
Fuck him.
So we'll jump into this. I'm gonna do mine. And do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
You start.
Okay, I'm just gonna go in a random order for my, but I have a specific artist saved for last because
Okay.
I feel like he will be the most heated argument we have.
Okay.
So we're gonna start easy with good old Drake.
Okay.
What do you believe his best? You don't have to look it up.
No,
either.
no, no.
If
I'm
you
just
want
pulling
to,
up all of his albums.
I was gonna say, or if you don't want to look him up, you can just say what his best and worst songs are in your opinion.
Okay. So I feel like Take Care, his album Take Care, is a heater. That had headlines. That had Hell Yeah Fucking Right. That had the motto.
Yes.
That was a good album.
Yes, that was the first Drake album I listened to.
If you're reading this, it's too late. That was also a good album.
Did you really listen to that one? Like a few songs from that one?
Oh yeah. I mean, Tin Bands.
I'm glad that you don't know any of the songs from that.
Tin Bands. Dark Lane demo tapes. I actually listened to quite a bit of those songs. I actually kind of like it.
What do you think his best project to date is?
I literally have one song from, or one or two songs from a multiple of his albums. I don't listen to.
Yeah,
like,
you don't
full
listen. You don't listen to albums. So what do you? So I guess for you, what do you think his best and worst songs are? For me, I'll do what their best projects are.
See, even I don't know. This episode's gonna suck for me. Because
I promise he listens to music.
I do. I have a playlist of over 1,000 songs that I listen to every day.
And
I just like...
He listens to over 1,000 songs every day.
Every day.
Somehow he listens to over 3 days worth of music.
My playlist... One sec. Has 75 hours of listen time. 75.56. So 76 hours of listen time. And I listen to that every day.
All 75 hours.
All 75 hours. But no, I would say I don't think Views is his best album. That had One Dance and that had Hotline Bling.
That did have Hotline Bling.
But that wasn't that good of a song. Like, yeah.
Hotline Bling?
I mean...
How dare you? Hotline Bling was a heater of a song.
I'm not going to bump it when I'm driving down the road.
Oh, I do. Dude, I listen to Hotline Bling probably once a month. Because it's just a catchy song. And for some reason, like, it takes me back to 7th grade.
Okay. Literally, however...
It's the fourth picture on... Because it's the fourth song.
One Dance is the fourth song on my playlist.
Oh, so your playlist has...
I think I'd say Take Care. I don't know.
Just what do you think is...
Scorpion was an okay.
Which half of Scorpion? That was basically 2 albums. Because the first half of Scorpion was not bad. I think it was the first half that
had
was
Nice for What.
Yeah, I think it was the first half that was rap, and
Plan.
then the second half was like his R&B stuff, or maybe it was vice versa.
Know.
What is your favorite Drake song?
Favorite Drake song?
Yeah.
Either The Motto, Headlines, or Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Okay. What is your least favorite Drake song that you've heard? Just off the top of your head. You don't have to go through his albums.
I don't know. Fucking.
We're gonna be here all day, boys and girls.
Pop Star, DJ Khaled and Drake. I don't like that song.
Really?
Mainly because the video is just Justin Bieber. And
I actually enjoy Pop Star. I think it's a good song. It's catchy. I think in my opinion, I feel like I need to preface a lot of this with in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
Drake's best project to date is probably Take Care.
Okay.
Majority of people who listen to rap know that album.
Yeah.
They know multiple songs from that album. That is probably his most well-known album and probably his best. In my opinion, probably his worst is Views. It was the, I mean, like, yeah, it had Hotline Bling and it had One Dance, but other than that, like, no one talks about Views.
Mm-hmm.
No one's like, yo, do you listen to Views? No one fucking did that.
Yeah.
By the way, you said that your playlist has 75 hours on it. My main playlist has 128 hours on it. So, I mean, a little bit of
also because
I listen to entire albums.
Entire albums.
It's not, I don't just go through and pick out songs. I just add the entire album and I just listen to the entire album. Because I love albums. I like just hearing them. Your person.
Okay. I'm starting off with an easy one that a lot of people agree.
Okay.
Chance the Rapper.
My favorite is his best project to date is The Big Day. His best project is probably his mixtape with Cocoa Butter Kisses. I can't remember. Acid Rap. That's probably my favorite.
That also had favorite song.
Yeah. That's probably his best project in my opinion. His worst is probably The Big Day.
Okay. I'd agree with The Big Day. I honestly liked Coloring Book.
I hate collaborative albums. That's
really?
That's what that album is. Because like every song has a feature, right?
Except for Same Drugs.
Yeah, because normally they have one song that's just them, but other than that, the entire album has features. I don't like, because that doesn't let the artist shine through to me.
Yeah.
That's just like, hey, look at, I can pay people to be on my music.
I just like the way, like...
I like the cover of it.
No, honestly, Acid Rap has a better color.
It does.
The Big Day has the worst cover.
It's just a fucking CD. I can't say anything. That's a Yeezus. That is what Yeezus is.
Can we just not talk about Kanye?
You wanted to. You
can't stand that man.
You added him to the list.
I didn't actually.
Well, I'll bring him up. I don't give a fuck.
No. So I would say I like Cocoa Butter Kisses.
What's his best project?
I like favorite song.
What's his best project? Which album has more bangers to you? More songs that you're like, I'm gonna go back and listen to those.
Coloring Book.
There you go. Coloring Book is his best to you.
And then
The Big Day is his second best. Yes.
I was actually gonna say Merry Christmas, Lil Mama.
Oh.
The Gift That Keeps on Giving.
Oh. I feel like that's probably still better than the Big Day.
No, yeah, I'd say The Big Day is worst.
All right. For me, from my next one, Gus Dapperton. What do you think? What do you think his best?
Now he
only has 2 albums.
Has 2 albums.
So we'll just go off songs.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think his best song. Ooh, fuck.
Which, granted, this is one of the only artists that Cooper listens to an entire album of. We sat down and we listened to the entirety of Orca, which was his newest album.
Fuck, it was so good. Oh God. Literally all of Orca is a vibe. I can't pick one off of Orca. Orca is a perfect fucking...
All of his songs.
All of his songs.
His entire discography.
I know. Which all of his songs that he has released, except for Prune You Talk Funny, I'm Just Snacking, Mood No Once with Grace, and fuck. Yeah. You Think You're a Comic, Yellow and Such, and Ditch.
This isn't name off Gus Apperton's music.
I don't know. I'm Just Snacking is probably top 3 for me.
Okay.
Because I really like that.
3? I don't need all 3. Just
no. How does that one go again?
Ah! Copyright. While Cooper figures out what the fuck he's gonna say. Probably Gus's best song, in my opinion, is probably World Class Cinema, because that's probably one of the songs that is the easiest to get into Gus.
Oh yeah.
You listen to First Class Cinema and you're like, okay, this encompasses who he is and what his music sounds like.
Probably say.
But it's not as much of his. Like, it's not like the furthest into his that you can go. It's not the deepest dive.
He released a new song.
Yes, he did.
I would say on Where Poly People Go to Read, I Ascend, the very last song.
Yeah.
I've listened to it a couple times. I don't really like repeat it in the same day.
He'll just listen to it every other day.
Yeah. But songs like Antidote from Orca, that shit I'll listen to 3 times a day. First Aid.
But I think in my opinion, his I don't want to say worst song, because majority of his songs are actually very good.
Bangers.
They're not bangers. They're just vibe songs.
You liked his song Palms, right? From
I like Grim.
Grim, that's what it
was.
was.
That Grim is the only song, in my opinion, that I would consider a banger. But Bluebird, I don't like the song Bluebird.
Really?
It's not really my thing. What, you haven't even like started. You've just been listening to his music.
I like Bluebird. No, yeah, I did. I said like all of Orca is my favorite.
Oh my god.
I'm Just Snacking is probably one of my favorite Gus Dapperton songs, and one of my least favorite is I Ascend.
Oh yeah, I Ascend. Okay. Go on to yours. We're not gonna get through all of mine because
so Run the Jewels. I
have mine.
They're good.
I have. They're not bad. They're not bad.
Their best works, it has to be tied for me. Run the Jewels 3 and Run the Jewels 4. The way they like number their albums, they just do Run the Jewels 2, 3, 4. But then they have Meow the Jewels.
We don't even need to talk about why.
No, we don't.
Why that's bad.
They take the names and they change it for a cat. And so they did it for Run the Jewels 2. And so let's just go to Love Again, which is a very good song from Run the Jewels 2. They say Snug Again. And like Close Your Eyes and Count to Fuck is one of their songs.
Close Your Eyes and Meow to Fluff.
Yeah. It's weird. It's all weird. And if I remember correctly,
I think in my opinion,
it's basically just like they remix.
Yeah,
songs.
they're all remixes.
They're all remixes, but with different names, and I get that, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm
gonna say, because I don't know very much about Run the Jewels. I just know a few of their songs. Their best song to me is probably Legend Has It.
That's a banger.
Worst song is probably Meow Pretty. Purely because I listened to it for fun, and I hated
Snoop Dogg.
I hated every single second of it. It bothers me. This one you should know without having to listen to any of their music.
Okay.
Jackson Wang.
Jackson Wang.
My boy from Got7.
Oh, I know. Wait. Was that him? No, that can't be him. Was that? Yeah, it was.
That was Pretty Please.
Yeah. Pretty Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion, in my humble opinion, y'all are gonna get tired of me saying that, but
he only has one album.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do
Singles.
I'm just gonna do songs.
Yeah. Wait, that wasn't him?
I think his best song is probably either 100 Ways or Titanic.
Okay.
Because 100 Ways did the most on getting his name out there as a solo artist.
Yeah, it has the most views on Spotify.
His worst song to me is probably I Love You 3000.
I don't think I've listened to
It's
that one.
just, it's not really a vibe. Like, it's a sad song, but it's just...
Yeah. For me, I'd say his best songs are Pretty Please. I love that one, mainly because the beat in it.
Which isn't him. It's another artist that did the beat.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Galactus. Yeah. Galacticus. Of the Marvel supervillain.
I also really love Let Me Love, or Leaving Me Loving You.
That is a good song. That's a good...
It's cute.
It's a good sad song.
He's going to hate this. But my two least favorite, out of the ones I've listened to, are Titanic and Papillon.
Papillon was his first single. Was one of his first singles, if not his first.
Yeah.
Coming out of like outside of GOT7 into American mainstream music.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it purely because it's very hip hop. I like it. He's calling himself a butterfly. I like it.
Yeah.
Titanic, it's very hip hop and it's very dance. I don't like Rich Brian's part in Titanic. That is my one thing about Titanic. But
he does the I got your bitch on panic.
Iced out my wrist
Titanic.
Which
I don't know. It just gets on my nerves.
That's a bar to me. Iced out my wrist Titanic. That's fucking sick. Listen, okay, I will talk about Kanye bars. You don't want that. I will
listen. I'll talk about Eminem bars.
You do that all the time.
Yeah, but you make fun of me for it.
Yeah, because out of nowhere you'll be like, I heard this bar from Eminem. Let me explain it to you.
Because he has some killer ass bars.
And I'm like you don't have to explain. My chair's broken. You don't have to explain it to me. I don't want to know. All right, what's your next one?
Speaking of Eminem, I think his best album.
Oh, I was saving him for last. Fuck. Okay. Well, because that was going to be the most heated argument that we had. Because you're not going to agree with what I have to say.
Okay. Let's get this out of the way.
Okay.
His worst album, it's Revival.
Okay.
That's like... It was... I like political rap. Like, say what you're going to say. You know, go for it.
Run the Jewels does. I think Run the Jewels is probably the best like at doing political rap. Them and I think everybody did a good job of
Joey Badass.
Joey Badass does a good job too.
He has his album. One of his albums is literally All American Badass, and the American the C is 3 Ks, and he's like, there's 3 Ks in America. But granted, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs of Revival on my album or on my playlist, but it has a weird vibe, and I'm not a big fan of it. And I believe that his best album is Music to Be Murdered by Side B. Which I know you disagree with me on. I know you do.
I'm gonna say some controversial things right now
because I enjoy like. Music to Be Murdered by, because it's Side A and Side B. I want to rope those into one album.
Well, they are in one album.
Well, you have Music to Be Murdered by, and then you have Music to Be Murdered by Side B. And Side B, the deluxe edition, has Side A in it. But Side A, like that he released on Spotify, doesn't have Side B on it.
Okay, I'm going to say some controversial things, and I'm going to back up what I say with reasons. I'm not just going to say, oh, Eminem's garbage, because he's not.
Either Revival or Kamikaze. Those are tied for...
Worst? Wow.
Well, okay.
Wow.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
it's crazy because even like the most diehard Eminem fans were like, Revival sucked, and then he came out with Kamikaze, and Kamikaze's old M.
Well, okay, Kamikaze
and then they
was...
jizz in their pants.
Kamikaze was good, but like it was... He literally has a bar where he's like, Revival flopped, came back, and I scared the crap out of him. And because I feel like Revival was too political, Kamikaze was just too hard, but then Music to Be Murdered By came out, both side A and side B, and it was a perfect combination of both.
I'll start off with the best album, because you named 2 newer albums.
Yes, I didn't go into Marshall Mathers LP. I didn't go into Recovery.
His best album to date is and will always be the Marshall Mathers LP, the original one with Criminal.
And I'm not saying that that's not.
What was it? Under the Influence was on that one. The Real Slim Shady. That one had
Kill You, Stan.
Yeah.
Who Knew? Remember Me, I'm Back, Marshall Mathers.
Okay, that is the one that I was thinking of.
Drug Ballad, that one's a good one.
Like,
yeah, Under the Influence,
like
Him.
Yeah, like the Marshall Mathers LP was everything that controversial Eminem needed to be.
Oh yeah, the Slim Shady LP is also really good. God, Eminem's so
good. But the Slim Shady LP was his first album. Not everyone gets a Kanye. Not everyone gets a Kanye being like, my first album is my best album. The Slim Shady
Eminem
LP
show was good.
The Slim Shady LP was a good album, but it doesn't hold a candle to what the Marshall Mathers LP was, because Marshall Mathers LP was him coming out in his second album being like, I have more of an idea of what I need to do now.
Yeah.
And that's Marshall Mathers, like the Slim Shady LP, sure, he was a villain, but Marshall Mathers LP was even more of a villain that he needed to be.
Now, how do you feel about Marshall Mathers LP 2?
It was okay. I listened to it. It had Rap God. That was whenever he was like, oh, I'm going to start rapping fast. I can rap
fast.
Worst album to date is Music to Be Murdered By. And I will explain why. First off, yeah, I see that smile because you disagree. The reason I believe this, yes, there are good songs on Music to Be Murdered By. Not enough to validate what he's saying. It's not fluid enough. He says things that aren't, you don't need to say.
I feel like this is all building up to the Chris Christopherson.
No, I'm not even going to mention that bar. That's not even a bar that I want to mention. I bring that up because it's corny as fuck. But, yeah, majority of rappers have a corny bar. Eminem has more than just a corny bar. But my biggest issue is with Music to Be Murdered By Side B. This is why. Side B is a deluxe album. Mm-hmm. Deluxe albums are what... A deluxe album should only come out once the original album has had time to marinate with the audience and has time to grow and become a staple of their discography. Releasing a deluxe a year after the original album was released is not how you should do deluxe albums. Mm-hmm. I will even fault one of my favorite artists. Machine Gun Kelly did it.
Really?
He released what the fuck was his newest album called? Tickets to My Downfall. He released Tickets to My Downfall, and then I think it was 3 weeks later released the sold out edition, which was a deluxe edition with multiple extra songs. That's not how deluxe albums work.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just release the original, like the songs that were on the deluxe album with the original album if you're just going to release it 3 weeks later? And yes, Music to Be Murdered By Side B, he has some new stuff. He talks about coronavirus. He He talks about Chris Christopherson.
Okay, so the Chris Christopherson bar is he says, and this is in Tone Deaf, which...
Do not defend that song. That song has one of the worst choruses I've ever heard. But he says...
It's talking about how most rappers these days need auto-tune. And like...
Okay, you don't have to explain to me what it's about.
It says, have you heard of Chris Christopherson?
Well, I'm Piss Offerson. That's not a bar. That is just trying to rhyme things. That's you don't hear that and you go, oh shit. You go, what? I'm sorry, what? But that's my problem with Music to Be Murdered by Side B, is the fact that it came out too soon. If he would have waited 2 years, 3 years.
No, see, honestly, I like the surprise album.
No, that's not how music works. Just release the songs all together. Just release the songs all. Do not wait a year and then be like, oh yeah, this is that album, but also another. Just release it as another album. Don't call it Music to Be Murdered by Side B.
Don't call it a comeback.
That's just you releasing more music. Just be like this is an EP. Like it's not. It doesn't have. There's no reason for it to be considered an album.
Some of the songs on Side B are basically just Eminem showing I can twist words and make them rhyme. Check this shit out. And I respect it so much.
In my opinion, in my humble opinion, that's not as a rapper you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have you shouldn't have to come out and be like, watch me not only rap fast but slant rhyme.
Slant rhymes should be like more like there should be more slant rhymes in music, because I don't want like every song to have the same like, oh, they rhymed before with more. They rhymed at with bat. They rhymed cat with hat. Like,
you know, that's not all what...
No, I know. But those are just examples of, like...
Yes.
Those are exact rhyming words.
Very basic rappers will do that. Yes. And I fault them for that. If a rapper...
Okay.
That's a corny fucking bar. I'm not gonna deny that Logic's in my baby mommy's stummy.
Never crummy.
Like, that's a corny ass fucking bar.
Okay.
That's such a shitty bar. But come on. Is it? No, I'm not defending that. I'm not defending that bar, and I'm not going to sit here and defend Logic in saying that, he every time he wants to go fast, he says, like a semi-automatic. That I'm not going to, yes, I will fault him for that. That's part of being his fan, is the fact that I look at the things that he does, and I say... Ooh, probably shouldn't fucking do that.
Oh, yeah, no. You don't have to like every song from an artist to like the artist.
Eminem just has more bad bars than good to me sometimes.
I don't think so.
Well,
I think,
wait. Hold on. I gotta finish this thought.
Go for it.
The idea of having to have someone interpret what you're saying,
you don't.
With Eminem, you do. With Eminem, you have to pull up the lyrics and be like, oh my god, he had 16 different meanings in this one line. You shouldn't have to...
I fucking respect the shit out of that.
Like, yeah, that's cool, but that's not what... You should just have an easy song every once in a while.
And he does.
Name one fucking easy song from Music to Be Murdered by. That doesn't have...
Name one easy song from Music to Be Murdered by?
That doesn't have a bar that you're like, this means 3 different things. You can't. I miss old Eminem. That's my thing. Old Eminem had nothing to prove. Old Eminem had nothing to prove. He wasn't sitting here trying to be like, oh, I have to go fast. I have to do these slant rhymes because
He's
people
not Sonic.
Because people have to fuck off. Because people have to respect me as an MC. Back in the day, he was like, I have to piss as many people off.
Yeah.
It's not to prove anything. Now he's proving that he can do things.
I don't think he's proving anything. I think he's changing, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
He is not evolving.
He is.
He is devolving, if anything. No, if he was devolving, he would be going back to his roots. He's not devolving. He evolved in recovery.
Are you saying it's a fucking...
And then
It's
somehow
it's a parabola?
No, and then somehow he dipped past what he was doing in the beginning. But he's, like, worse.
So it's like sine and cosine?
Yeah, like, he somehow sucks more than he did before he... Like, he's just bringing out his battle rap thing. And this is why I wanted to save this for last. Because I would be able to cut this off. We still have like, 20 minutes.
That's okay.
And I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about Eminem for 20 minutes.
I just... Music is subjective unless you listen to country music.
Yes.
Music is subjective. You can have your views on all of the artists. And one of the whole things with people that don't like Eminem is they say, I want new Eminem back. And
I want old Eminem back.
I want old Eminem
I
back.
want new Eminem back. I want him to stay how he is. That's not a reason.
I want old Eminem back. And that's, he mentions that in the songs where he says they're moving the goalposts. Like people say, after Revival came out, they were like, this is woke Eminem. I don't like this Eminem. Bring the old Eminem back. And he came with Kamikaze, who he's just, I'm fucking everyone up. I am destroying rappers' careers. I am yada, yada, yada. And then people were like, oh no, he's almost 50 years old. He shouldn't be rapping like this.
See, that's not my attack on him.
I know, but that's 90% of people that don't like Eminem.
I think what I mean whenever I say that I want him to go back to old Eminem...
You want another Fack.
I want another Kim.
That's true.
I want another song where he is like, I'm going to kill my wife.
Well, but...
Even though that's not going to happen.
Nowadays, that song wouldn't go over well. There's a song. He has a song called "Kill You," and
nowadays, he shouldn't go over well. The only reason he is still able to do what he does is because he set a precedent for himself at the beginning, back in the late '90s, early 2000s, of this. He was a horrorcore rapper. I want you to realize that.
Yeah.
You say you don't like horrorcore. Kill You is the epitome of horrorcore. Fucking, what does he say? I'm going to tie her up and throw her in my trunk and then drive.
That's Stan.
That's still horrorcore. He says that in Kim too. He talks about tying his wife up and driving his car off a bridge and killing her, and that's the reason Stan says it.
Yeah.
But. Which is weird because those came out on the same album and he references the same song, which isn't how that should work.
Which, I mean...
But he's saying that, like, Stan's already heard this song. Like, the only reason he would hear that song is either it got leaked, which the internet wasn't big back then, or he sent it to Stan, which is even weirder. The timeline of Stan is strange to me.
People can have your opinions.
You can have your opinions, yes. Yeah. And if you agree that Eminem sucks... I agree with you.
I just it gets on real talk from Cooper. It gets on my nerves when like everybody around me is talking about musicians, but as soon as I bring up a little bit of Eminem, everyone's like, "Fuck you, Cooper."
We don't say fuck you, we say fuck Eminem.
Well, yeah, like, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm not a big Mac Miller fan. I like a couple of his songs, but do I sit here and be like, Mac Miller should go back to yada yada yada? Well, he can't go back.
Yeah, you want to talk about what he should be?
No.
You want to talk about and
I'm not a big Kanye fan, but
Kanye can go back to being his old self.
I want him to go back to being his old self.
I will agree with that. Like, Kanye and Eminem are not that different in the sense that they should go back to their old.
I don't sit here and shit on NF. On his new album.
You haven't, because you like some of his.
I do like some of it, but I don't sit there and like say things back to back to back. When you and Kobe are in the same room, I am constantly getting berated. You like Eminem.
I think a big reason Kobe and I do that is purely because of the fact that it's fun.
I don't think that is.
Yeah, because you get so offended by it.
Because it happens all the time.
You talk shit about Kanye, and I'm just like, okay.
Rarely.
He's a staple of the American music system. But okay.
So is Eminem. Don't look at me like that.
Eminem's not a staple of American music. Rappers want to be him? Sure. Some rappers. But most rappers fucking hate him. Because He's an old man.
That's
Anyway,
not-
so
okay.
we're moving on because I'm tired of talking about Eminem.
I don't know.
I know. Well, and I think that's also the thing is the fact that you're like let me dissect some Eminem bars for you. And we're like, no.
I just think you can
you can
like
think
every
that.
like
and I listen to Eminem stuff with you. I don't complain while it's on.
90% of the time you just queue up 18 songs in the car, so I don't ever hear any of my music.
No, it's the fact
Brayden,
that
don't
no,
even.
I'm not.
don't
I'm not
even.
saying that. I'm saying the fact of whenever you want to queue up an Eminem song, I'll queue up an Eminem song for you. I don't care. I'll
I'll
listen
even
to.
move it to the top of the 13 songs I queued up.
I'll listen to a fucking Eminem song, and I will listen intently to what the fuck he's saying, and I won't sit there and
Yeah.
talk bad about him. I'll be like, it's not bad,
And when we
and I will
like,
keep my opinions to myself while you're listening to him. But then whenever we get out and then I feel like fucking with you, yeah, I'll bring it up.
I don't like when people fuck with me about Eminem.
Cooper, you get fucked with about a musician you like. How many times have you made fun of me for my fucking nose?
Okay, but that's a joke. You honestly believe
I do honestly, yes. But do you
that
know
Eminem should not be a rapper anymore.
I don't think that he shouldn't be a rapper. I think that he should just not do what he does.
Yeah, I'm not over here like, oh, Brayden, get rid of that fucking schnoz.
You have before.
Jokingly, I love your nose. I love it. Okay.
BTS.
BTS. I pulled up their albums. I don't know a lot about them. Actually, I know quite a bit. But I don't know, once you get into their older stuff, like School Love Affair,
Yeah, you know just a few songs from that.
Yeah.
From those. And I did this with the intent of it being hard for me.
Yeah, because I still have a sticker.
Because they're probably my favorite.
Let me stick this to your nipple.
They're probably my favorite artist. As of now, I don't hurt.
I didn't really like B that much. I like.
It's not their best. It's not their worst.
I like 3 of the songs. I mean,
that's
half of their album. And I don't really listen to them every day. Map of the Soul Persona is probably that had Boy with Love, Mikrokosmos, Make It Right, Dionysus, Home, Jamais Vu.
Yeah.
Which their albums kind of confuse me.
It's hard because with K-pop
have
with K-pop it's repackaged albums. You have
Yeah.
you have an original. You have like 1 or 2 original albums, and then you have a repackaged album.
I don't know. I don't like the Japanese songs.
They're the same songs, just in a different language.
I know I don't like them.
Oh my god.
Uh,
My least favorite album is Face It by BTS, where they just cover all their songs in a different
I
language.
honestly do not know, so I'm just gonna say my favorite is fucking Map of the Soul 7.
Okay.
I have like all of their new songs from that album, which started at Black Swan. Shadow. Yeah. Literally, like almost every song from that album, there's like 2 or 3 that I don't have on my playlist. I would say that's my favorite album from them. And then the one I don't listen to a lot was like which one was it? Probably You Never Walk Alone.
That was Wings repackaged.
Gotcha.
Which you don't really listen to Wings.
I have Lie. Yeah, I don't really listen to Wings. It was either that one or the Oh exclamation point.
Oh, Are You Late Too? That's how it's pronounced. Oh, Are You Late Too?
Which that had no.
It had no coffee.
Oh, hey, it's right there.
Yeah.
Cypher 1. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't listen to that one. You don't listen to their old stuff. That's fine. I had to get into it.
Yeah.
Well, because they debuted as a hip hop group, and like they still do hip hop now, but it's also singing and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Love Yourself Tear is probably my favorite album of theirs. It had the intro. It had Singularity.
Mm-hmm.
It had Anpan Man, Airplane Part 2.
Yeah.
And I love the cover to it. I think it's a good album. It ended with Tear. I had Fake Love. I think my least favorite album to date is probably... It's probably Oh Are You Late Too.
Yeah.
Well, they have the song
No, right?
No is a really good song. The song We On, that was back in 2013 or 2014. So that was back around the time when Boyfriend by Justin Bieber came out. And you know how that he had that line in Boyfriend where he was like, swag on you, chilling by the fire while we eating fondue. BTS did a similar thing where at the start of the song RM says swag a lot. And a part, that was 2014, and we were all saying swag. All the rappers were saying swag. It was a hip thing to do. Even now, people say swag, and it's taken a different meaning. But I think that was just No was a good song, but other than that, it really didn't achieve everything that they wanted it to be. Mm-hmm. Do you have one more, or do I need to go?
I have two.
We'll do one more from you and one more from me.
One of mine is super short. I just wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
Soulja Boy really had two main songs, Kiss Me Through the Phone and Crank That. Everything else from him.
Favorite song by him is Pretty Boy Swag.
I have that written down. That basically came to fame by TikTok.
It came to fame back whenever it was released.
No, I know. And then TikTok...
Yeah, but you could say that about any song at this point.
That's true.
Cooper just shit himself.
No, I didn't.
Cooper just shit himself live on stream. Fucking clip that. Pogs in the chat.
I bet you couldn't hear it.
Probably not, because we were talking, but I heard it. And I'm not... and the fact that you defended yourself, that shows that it wasn't a bit. That shows that it's not a bit, that it's just... It was true. Because you could have been like... yeah, I did. And people would be like, oh, ha ha. But the fact that you're like, no.
And then my last one, Ed Sheeran.
No one talks about Ed Sheeran.
No one talks about him anymore.
Divide.
His best was...
No, the A-Team.
I was going to say...
Whatever the A-Team was on.
I was going to say the Multiplication, I think.
Divide? Oh, shit. No, Multiply was an album, wasn't it?
Yeah, because that had Sing, One, Don't, Photograph.
That's not the one I was thinking of.
Thinking Out Loud.
The album before that. I think it's A plus.
Just plus? The A-Team?
Yeah, it has the A-Team on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, plus.
Lego House.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that one was probably my favorite album by him. Divide is probably my least. No, his newest one, his collaboration.
That's what I was gonna say is his worst. I liked two of the songs. Wait, 1, 2.
Yeah, he liked Remember the 3. Name that has 50 Cent and Eminem on it.
I don't ever listen to 50 Cent's verse because he says we about to get super lit, and
I feel like Eminem has a bar like that.
And then I really like his song with Chris Stapleton and Bruno Mars. I think that's actually a good song.
Dude, what a weird group.
Oh
Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, and Chris Stapleton, famed country singer.
The fact that Chris Stapleton is on an album with Skrillex, Young Thug, Eminem, Justin Bieber, Camila Cabello, Cardi B, Travis Scott.
Yo, shout out Travis Scott.
The fact that they're all on the same album.
Shout out old school Travis Scott.
I don't like it. Cross Me with Chance the Rapper and Young P&B Rock. Or P&B Rock.
I don't know. Goofy Goober Rock.
No.
My favorest artist,
anyway,
Goofy Goober
those
Rock.
Are all of mine.
I did want to bring up Mac Miller.
Okay.
Rest in peace. To Mac Miller.
Say, yeah.
Phenomenal artist.
I actually 2 seconds. I followed an account on Twitter, and it was shady something, and it posted statistics from Eminem's career.
Only you would follow an Eminem career statistic page.
It posted Till I Collapse just hit blah blah blah.
Oh, I see that on YouTube for BTS stuff.
Yeah, So yada yada yada. But they tweeted like everybody's saying Mac Miller is the best white rapper, like fuck you, and like saying like all this hate towards Mac Miller and Mac Miller fans. And I went, damn it, and I like unfollowed him because
I don't
listen to a lot of Mac Miller, but I enjoy
I don't
it.
get people talking shit about Mac.
No.
Because Mac, statistically,
I think I know what you're...
statistically is the most versatile rapper.
Yeah.
Because it was projected that if he would have been able to finish swimming and circles, he finished swimming, but if he would have finished circles, and if he would have continued to, be alive, he would have moved away from rap and his next album would have been a singer-songwriter album.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think would be fascinating to listen to. But unfortunately, I'll never get that.
I'll say my favorite is probably Swimming.
It has really good songs. Swimming is a very good
My least
album.
favorite, just because I've never listened to a song off of it, is either Macadelic or Kids.
Dude, Kids is probably his best project.
Really?
It's not my favorite. It's probably his best. That was the mixtape that started it all. That is where the all-encompassing, kicking incredibly dope shit came from. That inspired so many rappers.
Yeah.
And I think it's fascinating the fact that he was 17 whenever he released that. He hadn't even graduated high school. And he was rapping about fucking bitches and getting shit-faced. Openly. He was 17 years old. Wasn't even the age of consent. There were songs such as The Spins, which is a phenomenal song. The intro, Kids. Nike's on my feet. Yeah. And I think it's like Outside. I think is on that album, and that was.
I don't know. I haven't heard a song from it.
You need to listen to Kids.
I don't have a least favorite song or least favorite album of Mac Miller. My favorite is Swimming.
I think his worst album to date is probably Macadelic. It was like a good mixtape, but it wasn't there are a few songs from it. Vitamins was a good song. He had a song with Lil Wayne on it.
Lil Wayne. Oh my god.
I'm becoming.
Hey guys, if y'all don't know, we're white.
I'm becoming a Craig. I'm becoming a father whose name is Craig. You still listen to that Lil Wayne?
And 50 Cent.
Do you listen to 50 Cent and
50 Cent piece?
What do you 50 Cent dollar? Do you listen to that 50 Cent dollar? What about that Snoop D-O double G? I'm gonna get hate crimed for that. It sounded like a hate crime whenever I said Lil Wayne. I didn't mean to. Lil Wayne.
Lil
Wayne. Lil Wayne was. I mean, yeah. Lil Wayne, that song was okay. Which, now that we talked about it, I'm gonna, after we finish this,
for Lil Wayne.
Well, dude, he just went into the booth and started freestyling that shit.
That's sick as hell.
And then proceeded to have a stroke. And then became a skater. He dropped music to become a skater. Wait, what 40-year-old does it? That's what Eminem should do. Eminem should stop rapping and become a skater.
Anyway, on that note,
the next Tony Hawk is Lil Wayne, or is Eminem.
Marshall Bruce Mathers.
I hate that you know his full name.
That's like the third or the second or something.
He's Marshall Mathers, the second, I think.
Anyway,
Bryson Hall the third.
Oh my god!
That's
God!
Logic.
I accidentally saw. I was on TikTok and I accidentally saw a just a white boy being a dumbass, and he was just like, lip syncing to a song in a mirror, and I was like, how the hell did I get here? Why am I on this side?
You're on straight girl TikTok.
That was the only one.
Did you like it?
No, I wanted to send it to you though. It'd be like, what the fuck?
No, because you would have fucked up my For You page.
Wait, did I like it?
My FYP, if you will. Dude, I'm finally into anime TikTok. I'm so happy.
Maybe I liked it just so I could show you.
Just, with that being said...
Is it Bryson Till? Is that...
Bryson Tiller?
Is that a dude?
Bryson Tiller is a person. But with that being said, everyone, we're going to leave this episode here. Thank you all for listening to us argue about Eminem for 20 minutes. It means so much that you would listen.
I love you.
We love you, and we will see y'all next episode.
Hasta luego.
Adios. Shit, hold on. I failed. Fuck.